At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Wallach and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Huskers will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Short gain on the play before he slides. Quick tempo here for the offense. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. With the catch, it's Beebe. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Tempo and overdrive.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it. when you attack the whole field. And the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everyone.
And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Brings up second and goal.
Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And the field goal unit is on the field. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The play action fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Huskers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They're going to run it. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's last call as we've got a final between Florida and Georgia. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something.
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They've got the screen set up. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business.
He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the catch at the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He makes the catch. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got room at the 35. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against him. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Off the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Steps away to find some room. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. On the move, it's Miles.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll pull it on the read. Bulls his way forward. The Golden Gophers get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's right on target. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moves around to clear up the vision.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They're going to run it. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to get to him. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting that conversion.
Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This is a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll run it from the gun. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punt.
Motion from the offense. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. To the ground with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now, it's incumbent on the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Got him downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called a perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Nebraska, 21, Minnesota.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. He'll run it again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. A run for the quarterback. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. A 3rd and long coming up here. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. A strike downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Using his feet to buy time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. back to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone cover.
Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 17 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. From the gun to give, looking for room. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
As a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play and catching the ball.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. 1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. This is a designed run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason is we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get you. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Minnesota, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Makes one man miss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. At midfield, he's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground, he's got it again. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. And they're not on the same page there. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy is becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Going up top on first down. Coming after him. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got his man to the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over Arkansas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll bring it back. It's Chung. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Golden Gophers in the hurry up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. At the 35, he's open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football.
He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the...
Touchdown, Huskers! And the stomping has commenced. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Complete to the left. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man, and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Bunch formation for these receivers. The aerial assault continues. He finds his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they'll try to tack on two. They'll run play action. Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try.
Nebraska, 49. Minnesota, 33.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I got to be honest.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to throw here on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Stoneburner. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He's going to pass. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Still on the 35-yard line. They'll try it again on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Snagged in the middle. It's Stoneburner. Touchdown, Minnesota! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The option look. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
At the 31-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.